What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update, rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window. So make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 10,000 subscribers. At the time of recording this video, I am now less than 400 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links there in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, aiming for 600 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, and also let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. So we're going to crack on with this video. Sky Sports have been interestingly reporting that Manchester City, now that we have signed Ferran Torres, done a video on that yesterday. If you want to go and check that out, then feel free. That is up on my channel, welcoming Ferran Torres to Manchester City. But Sky Sports are reporting that actually City want 5 more players on top of Ferran Torres, which I find incredible. So obviously of these 5 players, we know one of them, so one down, is going to be Nathan Ake. Where are the other 4 going to come from? We know that City are looking at a centre-back. A top-class centre-back is what is being regarded as, so that would be another. So we're left with 3 players to be looking at. We know that City are having a look at some left-backs as well. Telles has been linked with Manchester City. Ben Chilwell has also been linked with Manchester City. And so maybe a left-back. So there's still 2 players that we are looking at with Manchester City potentially signing this summer. City have been heavily linked, and I've got an update on an attacker in this video. So we may well be bringing in an attacker to provide competition for perhaps Sergio Aguero, or maybe Gabriel Jesus too. But it still leaves us with 1 more position. And so I'm not sure. I mean, we've been linked with central midfielders earlier in the summer. Vanessa was getting heavily linked. Husam Aura was also getting linked. It's gone very quiet on signing central midfielders though, and I was under the impression that City were going to be selling first, then signing players. So it might just be a simple case of we wait to see what happens with other players and who leaves and who comes, to see what Manchester City are targeting. What I will say is I'll be very surprised if City, on top of Ferran Torres, end up signing another 5 more players. I'm expecting City to probably sign 3 or 4 players this summer. Ferran Torres is 1, Nathan Ake will be 2, so I reckon maybe 2 more players at most. Certainly expect a top-class centre-back to be signed, so that would be 3. Whether we sign an attacker or not, we'll see what happens. Maybe City debating to dip their toe into the market or not. It all depends on who becomes available, but I find that extremely interesting. So we're going to start this transfer update with an update on the outs and Jack Harrison. Now, Gaughan, he's been reporting that Jack Harrison, he is going to sign a new contract at Manchester City this summer, and then he's going to be loaned back out to Leeds United for next season. To be fair, if we're not going to sell Jack Harrison permanently, then a new contract would make sense. This allows Manchester City to have to give Jack Harrison another year under his belt, Premier League experience as well, with a new contract under his belt as well. It also means that City will be able to ask for more money come next summer rather than this summer. I feel a bit sorry for Leeds with this transfer, because Leeds do have an option to buy Jack Harrison that expired in May. They couldn't commit to that simply because they did not know at the time if they were going to be playing Championship or Premier League football. They was in a good position to get into the Premier League, but it wasn't confirmed. Normally, it would be confirmed by May, and they'd have taken up their option to assign Jack Harrison on a permanent deal. Instead, they didn't take that option up. They couldn't, and so instead, they're left now with more than likely going to be loaning him, and City, if they're going to put an option to buy on, I reckon they're probably going to, with a new contract being signed, they're probably going to be asking Leeds for more money instead. So, in my opinion, I think this move makes sense, and I think it suits all parties, but that is just my opinion. So we're going to move on to the ins, and we'll just reiterate and go over what we went over yesterday with a confirmation on Ferran Torres. And so from yesterday, we knew that he was in Barcelona, we knew he was ready to complete his medical and sign his contract to become a Manchester City player. Then it was being reported by Fabrizio Romano that the medical had been completed, the paperwork had been signed, it was a 5-year deal, and we're just waiting for Manchester City to announce that transfer. Could come at any time. Was wondering when that would come. And then 8 p.m. British summertime yesterday evening, it was made official by Manchester City. It was a €23 million deal, so we're looking at £20.9 million. He has signed on a 5-year contract at Manchester Manchester City. So I wanted to wish the very best of luck to Ferran Torres, and I'm wishing him all the success in a Manchester City shirt, and I am looking forward to seeing what he can offer at Manchester City. And so, that transfer done, dusted, signed and sealed, we move on instead. We've got an update on Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg of Southampton. Having a little dig around with Sky Sports yesterday, and they were reporting that Southampton have agreed a fee with Tottenham Hotspur for the transfer of Hojbjerg to join Tottenham Hotspur. It is a £15 million fee for the Saints midfielder to move over to Tottenham Hotspur, and coming the other way is going to see Kyle Walker-Peters joining Southampton in a deal worth £12 million. So both involving cash there, both near enough swapping players, and basically Southampton gaining an extra £3 million as well. And so it doesn't seem like Hojbjerg will be joining Manchester City. So we can cross that one off our list. Instead, we now have an update on Nathan Ake. So, it was being reported this morning. Here we go, Fabrizio Romano saying agreement in place with Nathan Ake. Personal terms are okay. His holiday is near enough finished is what he was reporting, but I've had word that Nathan Ake's holiday is done. He is in Manchester at this moment in time. Overnight, on Tuesday evening, he had stayed in the Lowery Hotel. This was coming from C.com. He'd stayed in the Lowery Hotel, and as I speak and record this video, Nathan Ake is at Manchester City as I speak, undergoing his medical, ready to sign his contract to become a Manchester City player. Sky Sports have backed this up, so it seems to be that it is going to be factual, that his medical has taken place for Nathan Ake today, and his contract is ready to be signed. I'm wondering when Manchester City, once this has all been signed and sealed, I'm expecting at some point today for rumours to start filtering through that contracts have been signed, medical has been completed. We're then waiting for City to basically announce that transfer. I don't think that will come today. I do, though, however, think that that may come within the next 24 hours. And so within the next 24 hours, Nathan Ake could well become a Manchester City player and become the second player to sign for a permanent basis with Manchester City to join up with the squad this summer. I will say that any player that City sign this summer, they will not be able to play in the Champions League for this season. So any player, so Ferran Torres and Nathan Ake, if he signs before the match against Real Madrid, neither of them can play in the Champions League. They cannot play against Real Madrid, so they won't be playing against Real Madrid or any games if we progress against Madrid either for this season. They will only be able to play the games for the 2021-22 season, which will start in September. So instead, we're going to move on to our final story, and I said that we've got an update on an attacker, and it's coming in the form of Lautaro Martinez. We know that Barcelona have cooled their interest in Martinez because they simply cannot afford him. It's been reported, numerous sources are saying that City could well have as much as £300 million to spend this summer, which is a whopping amount of money. And one of them positions that we could target is attack, and it seems that Lautaro Martinez may well be one player that City may well target. Now, City, apparently, they're wanting a new number 9, and so Lautaro Martinez could well be one of them players that Manchester City choose to sign as potential rotated option or a long-term replacement, should I say, for Sergio Aguero instead. I find this really interesting because Gabriel Jesus is what I was expecting to be used as Sergio Aguero's long-term replacement. Instead, I have heard word that Ferran Torres could be used predominantly as a right or a right-winged attacker for Manchester City, so competing with Riyad Mahrez and you would think Bernardo Silva. If City don't sign a central midfielder this summer, so David Silva leaves Manchester City, Phil Foden will take up and pick up the pieces in that position, but he's going to need some rotated options and some quality competition. And in my opinion, if what is being reported with Lautaro Martinez and we sign a striker, then that could well come in the form of Bernardo Silva moving more centrally and having a central role at City, and instead Ferran Torres being used on that right wing along with Riyad Mahrez, and on the left wing then you would have Raheem Sterling and potentially Gabriel Jesus too, who can play on either wing. So interesting to see what City are targeting there. City seeing it maybe more as a front three rather than one striker and two attacking wingers. I do not know. I find it really interesting. I would love to know your thoughts of this in the comments below. Lautaro Martinez, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Personal opinion, I would rather have Haaland here, but whilst his agent, who I think, I'm just putting think, I've not done too much research on Haaland, but I'm fairly sure he's got Raiola as his agent, and whilst that is the case, City simply will not negotiate with him. And so, whilst he's been spoken about being available for £60 million, he'll want a huge agent fee, so that will definitely not be a £60 million deal, mark my words on that. And so Martinez may well be an option for City instead. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 600 likes, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below of these transfers welcoming Ferran Torres to Manchester City. Nathan Ake very soon will become a Manchester City player, and Martinez being linked with City, whilst Jack Harrison seems like he might be going out on loan again to Leeds United. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 10,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. And also my email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And I'll be back again tomorrow for another daily Manchester City transfer update. That's if, you know, I uploaded 3 videos yesterday. Could be 2 videos today if Nathan Ake signs. Anything's possible in transfer season. I'll see you all again very soon for the next video. I've been JSGC. Hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.